bag.
Entra ya. Oban.
They said media for New York movement. Some of them are quite new. They told bagging. But power bank is power bank. This is meant to be. Abusian for mo bia kwa baby we mra Edumasa TV so say na Daniel mka tro say Edumasa TV abase le so Asanteman
One and not get no.
Eh wura Asante wura na mekesi graduation e koso e wo CPS international school and the training and training about the PM so no the Asante the artist exclusive in brevo na
Guinness one let get no obi I don't get drink as Guinness one let get no Guinness one let get no
all is set for the graduation ceremony of Asanteman because the royal prince the back the catchery on the graduation for DPS International School they won't update any exclusive bro now me say obi can't say found Edumasa TV abusiano Cancho, because you can't have a panic for Tom, a Asanteman, a panic top of Asanteman. Yeah, the Baba soon, Binya Bia and Cope, Binya B. A teacher and never be people, Ayura or Santini, and she said, I want to know students are more graduating our DPS International, and I say international. They have to Sango de Asante flag, naturally say you are a case about the people. Maybe I don't want Asanteman flag beyond naturally say you are about a people. Edumasa TV done a much of say a bassy ever so Asanteman, Panion put off man, and best me a phone here for now. The main source of Ubejina Super Hair Live, no, we are one share my phone so and Saka. Being conscious you about one Asante flag pen say for 2482 Asante nyina the Ghana nyina shining sa aba bepiem e wo fa ko sa franka we see Asanteman franka e na edi anyim e wo DPS school mu ase ye ba nya beta ye nia catching the graduation ceremony Kama intimisro Tami Chuku Edumasa TV abase the update in your school civil na eba abeso oba no abedom abusua ase no yoni tua no akwa abakese a yede ma yewura Asanteman 2472 DPS International School I Ghana branch I Ghana has affiliated to University of Cambridge. Omo graduation na omo ye na chese Edumasa TV yaba yede ho update ene ho tanse ne ho bibia ho nsem nyina de ba so Asanteman ene Ghana ba di ka chese obi nya bi se a nka ope obinya bi se ankope ubebisa say DPS school no e wo henfa DPS school no e wo Tema community 25 Tema community 25 e ho na ele yewura Asanteman nyina nyamekase 24622 de Ghana nyina ahye ne nsa de Asanteman nyina ahye ne nsa de okasa empu a epu okasa enhia ehye ne ba ne ka akire me graduation I koso e wo ne school mu no ho na said no TV aba be peme de update ene ho exclusive nyina e ba be so nyahwefo ene etifo ntimi so ba live no so a no ahye live no like enche e be wura inside ni akoni akofa de koso inside nyina e de aba be so mbe teta say you can go inside no e be sha say from abonten sani abonten duma de city sani a yewura e ba ofel so ene eniji a DPS student na say Asanteman o mo be pimo DPS e be tai yewura e ka chire achi no odo a mo de age no feso na so odo a o mo de ahia no mon come home na go inside yes say be fa yewura arrival na yedi aso nyarefo na etifo samre ya yewura nya MP mu DPS school and there mon come home na We are live at DPS International School Ghana.
Hey, right here.
Samre yenya ne nkra say yewura Asanteman de Ghana nyina ahye ne nsa de Asanteman nyina ahye ne nsa ba abi pimo wa betrasi kona Asanteman nyina ewura ose tutu de Ghana ehye ne nsa Asanteman ehye ne nsa binya bi akoma esa bi boy na de ka chire ko school a chese wo bi a wo ye graduation na Asanteman nyina agitwi aba chese ba beta ewura ka chire echi na wo tu students sabe wo Asanteman franka abia na chese ewura baby a Asanteman franka abia na se ewura ba bebi mo ono no ka se eku a eku wo ka se ehya ehye obinya bi akoma ye bi Asanteman nyina ewura de Ghana hye ne nsa de Ghana ehye ne nsa Asanteman nyina ewura aba bebi mo ase a chese enche Asanteman da mo a chire
phones on silence, please. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Can we minimize the movements? Thank you. If we are gathered here, there is only one cause. It is to celebrate the achievements of these amazing students who have actually burnt night oil for 2 years. They are just about moving on to seek for further educational laurels. His Excellency, Mr. John Ejekun, former President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Royal Highness Lady Julius Etutu, Nananom, Mr. Mike Bukesh Takwani, and wife Mrs. Tanya Takwani, proud parents of graduating class of 2025, staff of DPSI, graduates, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel Afo, and I teach English in this school. And what an honor it is for me to be called upon to be the MC for this amazing ceremony, the 2025 graduation of these amazing students. Of course, when you are called upon to MC a program which has your PIMSO in attendance, one cannot help but to fumble. So let me start, Your Excellency Nanano, by first issuing a very unqualified disclaimer that as your son, if I should err in my speech, Nana Pachofachele, Nana, thank you very much. May we give a round of applause to these amazing students, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. May we start the ball rolling, set the ball rolling by inviting an amazing student by name Michelle Osei of AS level to lead us in the rendition of a national song titled General Yasasi. Please be upstanding if you can. Thank you very much. What humility, even though too far has stood up. Thank you very much,
Please, you can come but back side, not front. My media is back there. Please, you can then.
Thank you very much, Michelle. A round of applause. Please take your seat. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Michelle, for that beautiful rendition. If you have just joined us, witnessing the graduating ceremony of the 2025 cohort of students from DPSI, Ghana, a school which was established in 2010. And as we go on, I'll continue to enumerate some of the awards and achievements this amazing school has actually chalked in the last 15 years. If I say I'm going over them, I think that as I can't say a brave boy, but I think I have to say this. Currently in 2025, this amazing school has been voted the Innovative Educational Institution of the Year 2025. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
One by one come. Students don't see anything.
Now we need to acknowledge the presence of some important people in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by introducing Her Royal Highness Lady Julia Osei, the wife of Asanteman.
Manage. Sometimes you can't.
Thank you very much.
You are with the phone. Are you recording with the phone?
Now, His Excellency Mr. John Ejekufo, the gentle giant, the former president of Ghana. Thank you very much. We have Mr. Mike Mukesh Takwani, the group chairman of B5 Plus and the director of BPSI Ghana. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Mukesh Takwani is flanked by the beautiful wife, amazing Mrs. Tanya Takwani, and the team. Welcome on coming. We also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Joseph Akwete Tete, Honorable Member of Parliament for Bon Katamanso. Can you give us a wave if you are here, sir? He's here to join us. Thank you very much. Followed by His Excellency Colonel Awoki Panasa, the Togolese ambassador to Ghana. He's here to join us. Thank you very much. We have Mr. Ohan Taskira, the representative of the ambassador of Turkey to Ghana. Join us very soon. They're on their way. Then may I crave your indulgence to introduce Mr. Kashemwa Jeresi, representative of the ambassador of the Congo Democratic Republic. Thank you very much for coming, sir. Next, we have His Excellency Roy Gilad, the Israeli ambassador to Ghana. He's here to join us. Thank you for coming. Even accepting to be here is good enough. Finally, and last but not least, we have Mr. Courage Makafu Nunubeku, Managing Director of TDC. Thank you very much. He's here to join us. So this is by way of introduction. There is a very important personality that, like John the Baptist said, I am not worthy enough to introduce now. At the appropriate time, I will do so. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now want to listen to the amazing woman who has steered the affairs of this establishment in the last 3 to 4 years. The very affable, adroit, outspoken, hardworking principal of the school, Dr. Simana Ne, to give us the principal's address. Ma'am, please. A round of applause for her. She's an epitome of the strength of a woman, and she actually defines the fact that what men can do, women can do even better. Ma'am, thank you very much for coming.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the DPSI management and staff, I, Dr. Simani Nair, the head of the school, is extremely privileged and honored to extend my heartfelt greetings, my most sincere greetings, to the most honorable, our chief guest for the day, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Her Royal Highness Lady Julia Osei Tutu, former President of Ghana, His Excellency J.A. Kufuor. We have amongst us ambassadors, His Excellency Mr. Colonel Awoki Panasa, the ambassador from Togo. Mr. Courage K.M. Nunikpeku, our TDC Managing Director. We have Member of Parliament for Pong Katamamse, Honorable Joseph Akote Tete. Representative from Turkey Embassy, Orhan Taskira. Representative and Council of Congo Embassy, Sir Kashimba Semoga Jerez. Nanamo. Our most esteemed guests. Dear parents, teachers, and students, and all protocols observed. Well, it seems just like yesterday that I saw you walking in the corridors. You were in grade 9, and I was your newly appointed principal in 2021. Time has flown by, 4 years, and look, you're here, waiting to get your graduation certificates, ready to take the flight to see the world outside. Well, you are stepping into your big 20s. I call it the big 20s because it's the most life-defining period, the most life-altering period. It is the period which will determine everything. Your relationships, your money, your bank balance, your career, your job, your health, your fitness, and almost everything. So it's important for you to be well prepared for your 20s. And that's exactly the subject of my topic for you. Remember, there are 3 simple formulas, and I would like to share with you. They are important to build up your emotional intelligence and your well-being, which is so important in your 20s. So what's the first one? It's about unlearning. What do you unlearn? You unlearn the social conditioning that is happening around you. When you unlearn the social conditioning that happens around you, you discover your inner self. And when you discover your inner self, you get that growth mindset. And believe me, there's nothing to long for with that kind of mindset. That kind of mindset will give you all the happiness, all the success, all the fame that you wish for. Why? Because when you unlearn, you actually create a free space around you and you become the authentic you. You be yourself. You consider yourself as unique. You consider that there's no one like you. And that matters. That belief matters. The next is the art of doing. Seems to be a very simple word. Doing. Doing what? Let me explain with an example of skydiving. I'm sure that many of you have experienced that. In fact, when you actually want to experience skydiving, the world is what makes it very scary for us. Actually, it is not. Because you're falling too fast for the brain to even recognize that you're falling. And before you know, you are enjoying the serene air and the view around you. It becomes the most blissful moment. And exactly this is similar to making bold changes in your life, taking bold steps in your life. The people who have never jumped, the people who have never attempted skydiving are the ones who tell you, don't do it. It's very risky, it's very dangerous. So it's similar to people who tell you, when you're ready to take that first step, don't do it. I don't think you can do it. So my advice to you, dear students, is to have that courage to take that step if you believe that the decision that you have made is just right for you. Because as I told you, you are just one masterpiece in the world. On this note, I would like to conclude my speech. But before going, I would definitely like to thank all the parents who are seated here, who have entrusted your kids to us when they were in grade 1, and now they're ready to take on the world. I'm thankful to my teachers for their fabulous support and the excellent results that they give year after year. Even a few days from now, DPSI is once again bagging the best IGCSE School of the Year 2024. The best IGCSE student is also from DPSI. And we are receiving these awards on June 27th, 2025. Last but not the least, I wish to thank all the stakeholders for having faith in us, for believing in us. I would also thank all the valuable dignitaries who are present here for having taken this time to shower their blessings on my graduates. Once again, A-level batch 24-25. Go ahead with confidence. Define your next decade, your big 20s, with confidence, with faith in yourself. And come back to us. Because we are here ready to wait your big stories of achievement, your great success stories, so that we can boast about it in the further graduation ceremonies. With this, I take your leave. Have a very wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
was Dr. Asanteman, Principal of DPSI. Thank you very much, ma'am, for those words of encouragement and above all, your gratitude to everybody in this institution. And now, Your Excellencies, DPSI has been noted not only for academic performances, we are also careful to make sure we mold students who are rounded. And so apart from making sure that they chalk all the A stars and get to their prestigious universities all over the world, we also make sure we take care of the soft skills of students. This next item on the agenda will be a performance from the DPSI band. And these are made up of students. The band is made up of students. So please enjoy. They're going to perform for us a welcome home song. A round of applause for them as they mount the podium. Thank you very much. 4 months, but it was beautiful. If it was beautiful, your applause didn't show the beauty of it. Can we do it again? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. These are students. They are not pros. They are not professional bandsmen. They are students. That tells you what we do over here in DPSI. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten to the point where we want to listen to one of our students. For each of the students here, there are stories. And I don't think I will have time to go over the stories, but I have the privilege of inviting the outgoing head boy 2023-2024 academic year, Nana Kwame Chichie Osei Tutu, speak to us. I guess the applause says it all. There is a story about this boy. There is a story about this boy. He is a definition of trust, humility. He's somebody whose background does not make him haughty, and I think that that's a very beautiful lesson for us to learn it. Nana Kwame Chichie Osei Tutu, please on the podium. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you don't stand by me because you make me too short.
His Majesty Otofo Osei II, Asanteman, Lady Julia Osei II, former President Kufuor, ambassadors and various dignitaries, director, principal, teaching and non-teaching staff, proud parents, guests, and of course my fellow students, class of 2025. As we approach the end of our journey together as students of DPS, there are many things I wish to express to you all, and I believe they can be summed up into 2 parts: where we've been and where we're going. So I hope for us to keep this in mind as I deliver my final address to you all. I've had many experiences throughout my time here and have overcome many obstacles throughout. When presented with a new curriculum and school system following the COVID lockdown, all the way to the challenges many of us here faced while finishing my final exams. It goes without saying that I wouldn't have been able to get through it without the help of many people, most of whom are here before me today. Firstly, I'd like to thank 2 parts of my own heart: my mother and my father, my first and primary support system. The 2 individuals who have contributed to who I am today since my first day in this world. The people whose words and actions echo in my mind and soul on a daily basis. The main examples when I need reference, the main confidence when I need guidance. I am so thankful to have had you as my first guides throughout this journey. To the rest of my family, for showing up for me today like you always have, and really testing the capacity of this auditorium here. To the school administration, for any and all contributions made to a truly excellent school. I am truly thankful to have been a student at DPSI. And to my teachers, all of you, from when I first started in grade 8 until now, for the hours I spent in your offices as you helped me go over the same topics over and over again without ever complaining, for always having time for me, for always trying. To the non-teaching staff, those who often go unseen, for every spill you cleaned up, for every classroom you arranged, for not killing us whenever we walked on the recently mopped floors. All the things you did for our convenience that most of us didn't notice. And, of course, to my fellow students. I'm sure you already know this, but I hold a lot of you very close to my heart. When I first arrived here, I was only a chubby 13-year-old boy, still tall though, and some of you were the same age as well. And for years, we have grown together, making new friends on the way, of course. Helping each other through our toughest moments. forming bonds so deep they could last a lifetime. With every laugh that echoed through the classrooms, dorms, and hallways, and every tear that was shed, making this moment even more. Making this moment so wholesome yet painful at the same time. Look at us now in our suits and dresses, caps and gowns, looking and feeling more grown than ever before. As for where we're going, I recall my victory speech from last year when I spoke about show and tell and how actions follow the words of commencement. Well, consider this speech your call to action. It's time to represent yourselves and who we were as a school and community to the rest of the world. I had the privilege of watching some of you in the physics lab, for example, debating theories so abstract you have no problem participating in the discourse of the greats, as well as in fields like literature, discussing the ways art and human communication influences societies and the ways in which changing perspectives can create a true difference. Just a few examples of what you have all shown me to be capable of already. It's pretty clear that I already have faith in each and every single one of you, for reasons completely different from each other, but equally as important to each other. So I want you to remember this statement: completely different to each other, but equally as important. While it's important to work towards your fullest potential in any field, I just want to remind you all that success looks different to different people. So walk through life celebrating every success, whether it was something that changed the world or simply an act that contributed to your inner circle or community, or even just showing up for yourself when you need it. I will leave you with a quote from the head boy who came before me, Erwin Atabonshinda. A simple comment he left on a call we had while I was standing in the very hostel beside this building, just looking for guidance before my final A-level papers, where we all just shared our final moments in this building, where I remembered seeing all of you and just sharing. We lived together. That's the thing. We lived together for years. Even the people in the class, I'm not just talking about the hostel, the people in the classrooms, the people I met every day, the people that we formed inside jokes, the people we formed stories I'll tell for the rest of my life. We were all together for this, for all these years. And on May 4th, 2025, while sharing my final memories with him, he said, DPS produces legends. It was a simple point. Let's prove him right. So, facing my friends, family, and everyone in this world who I love and cherish so deeply, to all the people who I walked with down these hallways, to all the people who I shook hands with, to all the people I hugged and laughed with and cried with, and to all the people who truly have my entire heart. As I have ended my addresses in the past, but I say with a much heavier heart for the final time, students of DPS, beloved class of 2025, good luck and goodbye.
That there was a story about him which I am very proud to share. And with this, I want to crave the indulgence of all gathered here to say thank you to Lady Julia for allowing this boy to stay here. I'm sure you remember what happened. For those of you who want to know, I will share the story later. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are at the graduation ceremony of the 2025 cohort of DPSI, a school which has chalked back-to-back successes, being voted the International School of the Year by the National Customer's Choice Award 2023 and 2024. A round of applause for DPSI. If you are amazed at the things you see around, the facilities, the sprawling fields, the amazing staff and everybody here, it was because one person dreamt in 2010 ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we listened to the founder of DPSI, Mr. Mike Mukesh Takwani, for his speech. Please, a round of applause for him. Please, a better round of applause. An amazing man. The second definition of the word kindness.
Good afternoon, everyone. Your Royal Majesty, Otumfu Osetutu, Second Asantehene, Otumfu Yeri, Lady Julius Osetutu, Your Excellency, former President of Ghana, John A. Kufuor, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors, Honorable Members of Parliament, esteemed members of the school board and distinguished faculty, proud parents, guardians and friends, and above all, the graduating class of 2025. Good afternoon. Today, we stand at a milestone built on hard work and purpose. From the first day, this young man and woman walked through our gates. We committed to nurturing their curiosity, resilience, and character. We have celebrated exam victories, athletic wins, creative showcases, and we have learned together that every setback is a springboard for growth. Class of 2025, you have proven that late night study sessions, teamwork on group projects, and acts of service in our community are not just steps to a diploma, they are steps forward becoming leaders who solve real problems. Class of 2025, you are especially blessed that we have among us His Royal Majesty Otumfu Osetutu II, Asantehene, and His Excellency, former President of Ghana, John A. Kufuor, to motivate and share their experiences with us. Let me leave you with a few simple principles of life. Clarity of goal. Like a builder who measures twice before cutting wood, define clarity what you want to achieve. A concrete plan beats vague ambitions every time. Break problems down. When a challenge seems too big, whether it is writing a thesis or launching a business, divide it into smaller tasks, solving one piece at a time. Turn small mountains into manageable battles. Serve with integrity. Success without honor is empty. As ambassadors of the school, let your talents uplift others. Mention someone, volunteer your skills, or simply listen when a friend needs support. Deal with others with empathy, not only feeling for someone, but feeling with someone. Give back to society. My dear students, wherever you are in this part of the world, you know you are carrying the flag of Ghana and DPSI. You are our brand ambassadors. This week, as I was reflecting on my life achievements, I can say that my best decisions of my life was founding B5 Plus in Ghana, which has become a household name for steel, and the most importantly, establishing this DPS International School, where we are here today, which has not only become an educational center, but is creating tomorrow's leaders in science, medicine, engineering, space, politics, music, and beyond. His Royal Majesty, our honored faculty, by training the students of DPSI International School, we are stepping future presidents of Ghana from this noble institution. Honorable guest, we are really thankful to you for inspiring today's graduates by your presence, and to the class of 2025. This is your moment. You always makes us proud. Remember that every great achievement begins by breaking into smaller steps. I would like to add on, always think big. Thinking big is most important. If you believe in yourself, you will be able to do it. And we have believed in you, and I always say that you have been really blessed. Today, we are sitting in this facility. As I grew up, I'll say, I didn't have a chance to grow up into this kind of facility. You have been really blessed that your parents have been able to put up into such a wonderful institution. As you are breaking the barriers, all this time, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, your school, your teachers, your siblings, they were all holding you. As you are going into the open space, it is very important that you should carry the values, what you learn in your house, what you learn in the school, to take it further, to make sure that you not only make yourself proud, you make your family proud, but you make our mother Ghana also proud. We want you to come back and give back to the society in the multiple ways. As DPSI, we have believed in you, your parents have believed in you, your society have believed in you. We congratulate you for all your hard work, what you have shown. As Nana Kwame said that DPSI creates the legends, and we have no doubt that our future president is going to come from DPSI. Congratulations again to the graduates. Here is to the bright future you will create. Wishing you all the best. Thank you very much, and thank you very much once again to all the dignitaries. God bless you.
A round of applause for our director, ladies and gentlemen, please. Thank you very much. Nananom, Your Excellencies. Nana, wait a minute, Mr. Minjana, when you move. One of them come and say, so we're a feet now for far, cheap. This is one of the important symbols in Ghanaian heritage. It's called Sankofa. I apologize for skipping one of the items. To it, there is nothing abominable about going back to fetch something you have forgotten. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you a fusion dance by students of UPSI. Please, a round of applause for them as they mount the podium. A round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. What you saw is a fusion dance, and it makes a lot of sense because DPSI is actually represented by students from over 26 nationalities, and that is why you saw those performances. Thank you very much for that wonderful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why we make noise in this school. And we make noise that resonates with our achievement. As a school, there is no internationally acclaimed competition that we have not participated in. Recently, yours truly, this school was actually awarded with the most coveted gold award at the STEM Olympiad, which took place in The Hague, Netherlands. The students came from DPSI. So we know what we are doing here. Ladies and gentlemen, especially parents, I want to thank you for trusting us. We know that sometimes it becomes very difficult with a kind of, how do I even call it? I'll find the word. But we thank you for trusting us and leaving your children in our care. Next on the program, we want to invite a student who has blazed the trail. There's a big word that we use to describe such students. It is a privilege to introduce our valedictorian. To the uninitiated, a valedictorian is a student who had the highest grade point average in the exams at any particular point in time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, I invite Miss Yeji Kim. Please continue to applaud. She comes up. A definition of grit, a definition of hard work, a definition of resilience, a student who will never give up until she's achieved the reason why she's here. Congratulations, Yeji. With a grade point average of 3.94, she made the best student. Welcome, Yeji. And may I ask that we remain very silent to listen and watch what she has come to do. Thank you.
Time out. Okay, that wasn't like my coach, but okay. If you've ever played table tennis or life, you know the value of timeout. Take a deep breath, reflect, gather your focus. Today, this stage is our timeout before the next match begins. His Majesty, respected faculty, honored guests, beloved parents, and of course, my dear class of 2025, good afternoon. My name is Yeji Kim, and I stand here not only as your valedictorian, but as your friend and teammate. I'm grateful for every moment we've shared on and off the courts of DPS. We've come a long, long way through deadlines, an endless number of tests and exams, shout out to Cambridge and IB, and of course, our countless programs. We've served, stumbled, and sprinted our way here. These last few years weren't so easy. Some days felt like we're on constant defense, trying to keep up with assignments, with expectations, and even ourselves. We missed shots. We doubted our footing. We faced challenges bigger than any match. But here's the thing, we didn't just survive, we thrived. We found joy in rallies, shared laugh between classes, the quiet moments in the library, the chaos of organizing various events, and even that one math paper 3 exam that still haunts me till today. I mean, we did laugh at the end, right? But then, we discovered our voices in leadership and teamwork. We created things, from projects, stage performances, science models, to friendship, that I believe will outlast even the strongest topspins. This tiny ball, it taught me a lot. To keep my eyes on what matters. To stay steady no matter how fast life moves. And to know that the best players aren't the ones to win every single point. They're the ones who adapt, learn, and keep playing. To our families, your love and sacrifices are written between every line of our achievements. To DPS, thank you for being both our training ground and our launch pad. And to our teachers, your dedication shaped us more than you know. I would like to thank the school management, our principal ma'am, our class teachers, our dedicated subject teachers, coaches, and our counselor, Alberta ma'am, for their love and support. Class of 2025, this is our time out. So take it in, the people, the pride, and the power of what we've done together. Because the world is waiting for us. And our next serve, they better watch out. So, with everything we've learned, the discipline, the joy, the grit, and the grace, let the games resume. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you very much, Yeji Kim, our Valedictorian. She had 3.94. 3.94. The highest you can ever get is 4.0. I thought you would do a better appreciation of the awards. That's what I did. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are gradually inching to the end of today's program. Next on the item, we have felicitation of the SRC 2023-2024, and this is going to be done by our director, Mr. Mike Mukestakwani. Sir, may I humbly ask you to come up stage? And if our certificates are ready, we will invite Miss Mona Lisa Kodiasapon and Nana Kwame Chijo, the head boy and head girl for 2023-2024 academic year. They will lead us with SRC to collect these awards or certificates from our director. Please a round of applause for them as they come up. And the deputies can join, please. Deputy head boy and deputy head girl, Yeji Kim and Shreran, please come up. Graduates of 2025, I think you can also do yourself some good by clapping for yourselves. You've done well. You've done well. So the director is going to hand over these certificates to these ladies and gentlemen so that they can go ahead to distribute to their friends. Beautiful. I think an applause will do, ladies and gentlemen. It's beautiful. At DPSI we celebrate success. We celebrate intelligence. We we celebrate good neighborliness, we celebrate love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations. Anna Kwame, Mona, Yeji, and Shura. So take your seats. Thank you. I did say a couple of minutes ago that we make noise. And there's a reason for the noise making. As a school, we have never closed our doors to any student who has come to this school to seek admission. Because our belief is that if we're a school, then we should be able to transform every life, regardless of the person's academic prowess. And so we have people, students I would call rejects from other schools, come to us, we take them, we polish them, they end with A stars. I thought that should deserve an applause. And so you hear a lot of parents say, oh, maybe you know why they say, why you are there, BPS teachers, congratulations and well done. God bless you. Continue working out. Parents, we cannot thank you enough. The fights, the misunderstanding, thank you for believing in us. Next on the program, we want to watch a performance from Fifi and Yingbong. And these two individuals have always performed for us, and they say they want to do the last one for our viewing and listening pleasure. Please, a round of applause for them as they come up. Fifi and Yingbong, congratulations on your graduation. But please remember that you have 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you.
a purpose. Everybody is for a purpose. But you have to know that you are using a
Can I have some silence here? Thank you very much.
rolling camera. So you
No, Your Excellency.
all along whilst you are looking at anything.
I think that there is something I need to do quickly before we continue with the program.
Last my tripod. I went and brought the tripod.
I want to especially thank our former president, John Kufuor, for joining us this afternoon. Papa, we are very grateful for joining us. Anybody who is less than 15 years may not have known him, but he was called a gentle giant. And this is my own mistake, if there's anything wrong with it. He is an octogenarian. He's 86 years old. And this should tell you something. That if you are given the reins of power for any country and you do good by the people, God will bless you. Papa, we appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, next on the program is to invite an extraordinary girl whom I'll call my girl for obvious reasons. She was voted in a landslide victory in an election and was the head girl who worked tirelessly with Nana Kwame in the 2023-2024 academic year. But before then, let me say thank you for that wonderful performance by Yimbong and Fifi. Those are the instruments. We had Selassie, we had John, and we have Ayush. Well done. You have really shown that in DPS, we don't only focus on academics, we do an all-round education. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor of inviting Miss Mona Lisa Kodia Sapong. She's a girl I call beauty with brains. It is okay to be beautiful, but it is even better when you are academically brilliant. Mona, congratulations.
Wow, I'm getting a bit emotional. That was the song that we performed during our investiture ceremony last year. Can we give ourselves a round of applause, please? Good evening, everyone. Director, First Lady, Principal, His Majesty, respected dignitaries, our lovely teachers, parents with cameras, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2025. Class of 2025, you're chaotic, you're loud. Why aren't you guys here for the class pictures? You're always late to assembly. But you're also the class that pulled off the most iconic MUN, created the best TikToks on the school page, and turned every single event into a moment. We are a vibe. If you told 12-year-old Mona with the oversized backpack and outer space obsession that she'd one day be standing here giving a speech as the outgoing head girl, she'd probably laugh, trip over her shoelaces as usual, and ask if we are talking about a different Mona. Yet here we are, and I'm really honored. Let's start with the shoe. High school was a ride, an emotional, caffeine-filled roller coaster that none of us were really prepared for. From the surprise test to the group projects where only one person actually did the work, I see you. To the prayers said right before our first A-level paper, this journey has been intense. But we made it through the chaos. We made it through the early morning A, who has done the physics homework, the hustle to the canteen during break time, and even the silence was about where we want to have our prom, and even what we want to call our prom, leaders dinner or prom. But we made it. Now before I give you the usual reach for the stars speech, I want to use this moment to talk about something that really matters to me, mental health. Because here's the thing, behind the laughter, the A-star grades, the perfect badges, the I'm fine texts, a lot of us have struggled. Some silently, some loudly, some on the corridors and the hallways.
But we've all had our days when getting out of bed feels like climbing Mount Everest. Days when we smile through the tears, when the pressure felt too heavy, when we questioned our worth because of a grade, rejection, or a bad day that just felt endless. So I just want to say this clearly. Your mental health is just as important as your academic success. There is no shame in needing a break, no shame in saying I'm not okay, and there is so much strength in asking for help, whether it's from a friend, a teacher, a parent, or even just giving yourself that grace to rest. As we step into the next phase of our lives, university, gap years, careers, or whatever adventure calls, please remember that you are more than your accomplishments. You are enough simply because you exist. To my fellow graduates, thank you for being the most chaotic, hilarious, supportive group I could have ever asked to lead. You guys are the reason why I miss the school. And of course, the canteens gizzard kebab. To our incredible teachers and school counselors, thank you for teaching us more than what's in the syllabus. You taught us how to be strong, how to question, how to think, and sometimes how to pretend we understood complex numbers and organic chemistry. Joseph says, Dignitary, I see you. To our parents and families, my mom, my dad, my sister, thank you for the prayers, pep talks, and packed lunches. We owe you everything, especially the therapy you pay for after A-levels. And to everyone here, please keep prioritizing your mental health. Celebrate your wins, whether big or small. Take naps. Cry when you need to. Dance when you want to. And never ever let the world down your sparkle. Class of 2025, we did it. And we did it together. Now go out there, make some noise. But also, please take care of yourselves while you're doing that. Thank you and
That was Mona Lisa Kobiasapon. Another round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are doing quite well with the time, but we need to really speed up so that we can get this over and done with. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the third and final performance, and this is a traditional dance which is mainly performed by the people of the Asante region. We are ready. Okay, so I've just been corrected that it's an international dance. Thank you very much for the correction. Please, let's welcome them with a round of applause. And please remember, you have approximately 3 minutes to do this. Thank you for understanding. of applause for the young ones. Okay. May I have some silence here, please? Nanano, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to introduce our guest speaker for this afternoon's function. I'll just plead that you take time to listen to me. As I said earlier, I'm not worthy enough to do this introduction, but before saying, you show me here and how. Her Royal Highness Lady Julius Yetutu, His Excellency former President John Ejikun IV, the Director Nanano, invited guests, graduates, parents, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Now is the opportune time to introduce a guest speaker for this afternoon's program. Our guest speaker was born on the 6th day of May, 1950 and was christened Berima Kwebuduya. He studied accountancy at the Institute of Professional Studies, now the University of Professional Studies, after which he furthered his education at the Kilburn Polytechnic and later the University of London, where he earned a degree in management and administration. This venerable man has worked in various roles including, but not limited to, A, being a senior consultant at a Mutual of Omaha Insurance Company in Toronto, Canada from 1981 to 1985. B, being a personal officer at the HPCC Stonebridge Bus Garage Project in London. C, being an astute entrepreneur in a mortgage finance company he founded, Primoda Financial Services, London, and later started a transport company known as Transpomet International Ghana Limited after returning to Ghana in 1989. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our revered guest speaker is a true definition of an achiever, as he has achieved a lot in the fields of education, economic development, peace building, cultural promotion, as well as philanthropy. May I therefore, with the greatest of respect, crave your indulgence to detail a few of these achievements. In education, he established the Otumfuo Education Fund, which has benefited over 1 million students across Ghana. He also instituted the Otumfuo's Teachers Award Scheme to recognize and reward excellence in teaching. And now we are coming to you, the teachers of DPSR. As regards economic development, he has worked hard to attract foreign investment to the Asante region, which has resulted in transforming Kumasi into a thriving commercial center. In peace building, he has played pivotal roles in resolving conflicts, notably the Dabong chieftaincy crisis, and he continues to champion the cause for ensuring peaceful transitions of power in Ghana's major elections. With regard to the promotion of culture, our esteemed guest speaker has showcased Ghanaian heritage in the global stage through lectures, speeches, and diplomatic engagements, earning him and our dear country the recognition and respect internationally. Nanano, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker's philanthropic side got him to establish the Otumfuo Charity Foundation to focus primarily on education, health, and community development. This foundation also partners with other philanthropic organizations to support initiatives like live radio discussions and distance learning programs. He has received a cornucopia of awards and accolades, including honorary doctorates from renowned universities all over the world for his unique leadership role, not forgetting prestigious awards as the CIMG President Special Award in 2019 and the Pillar of Peace Award in 2020, as well as several others which time unfortunately will not allow me to enumerate. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the greatest honor of mine and privilege to introduce the man who is often called the King of Kings and the People's King, the the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, the Asanteman of Pemsuo, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei to the second as a guest speaker in this ceremony. Rise, please rise up.
I'm coming.
I won't stand here. I'll put it on and leave you. I won't stand here.
like to come today too. And I knew that if I had not done that, I would have been in trouble with an aquaman. So I have to accept. It is a moment of parental pride in the outcome of the years of hard work, through the midnight toil and perseverance to nail the signpost to the dreams of the future. The moment of joy is equally the moment for parental gratitude to the institution and its dedicated handlers who have been responsible for nurturing our walls through all the challenging times. Choosing a school for the formative years of a child's growth is one of the responsibilities every parent must take with the utmost seriousness. I still remember when my son and my wife, whoever received to know that the school was there, they were had the discussions about that, and I didn't know anything about DPS at that time. Well, the girl had gone to SOS, and he was insisting that he wants to go to DPS. My daughter even wasn't sure what it is. But here we are now, standing here. Although we do not undervalue any of the many great institutions around, there's always an element of hesitation as one struggles for that extra something that would bind the future of the child to the foundation laid for him. It is the reason, no matter how dizzying the future, we never forget the teacher or housemaster who mentors us in the formative years. As a parent, it's been a source of extraordinary pride to Lady Julia, my dear wife, and I, to watch the maturation of our young bubbling son at the hands of this great institution. We have seen him rise tall in every sense, so tall physically, we have been wondering when some basketball coaches may come knocking on our doors in search of some potential talent. We are proud that he stands tall, not just physically, but academically and in the moral values we cherish. We are happy to pay tribute to your fine institute for your well-grounded system, which has helped to mold and shape your students for the future. Thank you, Margaret and your wife, and then Dr. Samid also. I have no doubt that every parent or guardian here will not only be too happy to be upstanding for a moment of tribute to Dr. Seema Nair and all her dedicated staff. The theme chosen for this year's graduation day is Championing the Nation's Future. And I'm invited to share some meaningful experiences and life-changing words with our graduates to spare them onwards towards the journey of college life and other opportunities in the coming years ahead of them. Of course, this is the appropriate moment for what the great American patriot, Patrick Henry, would call words that strike men's souls. The eager minds are waiting for where they can hang on to through all the trials and tribulations and all the triumphs ahead of them. But unless they are set in the right context, the most inspiring words may sound hollow or drop like perfect seeds on rocks with no soil to give them the roots from which to grow. I cannot imagine a more audacious theme for this moment in time than what is before us this afternoon. Championing the nation's future requires first that we recognize exactly what the nation, where the nation is at this moment, and then have a clear vision of where and what we want to be in the future. It is only then that we can be sure of what it is we must champion along the journey to the future. I can see many in the country who were recalled at the sheer audacity of such an ambition. But I applaud Dr. Nair and her team, for it is in daring to dream great dreams and to think great thoughts that we are able to weave the patterns that shape great nations. To be fair, we look at the state of the nation and we are filled with mixed feelings. We celebrate the fact that we are proud change our governments without getting our teachers' throats. But then we ask, exactly what is there to celebrate?
So,
what does democracy deliver to the Ghanaian? Not much, if we are honest. So acknowledging our indifferent state at the moment, what future can we realistically expect? It cannot be a future spent shuttling between embassies seeking the miracle of foreign visit to travel in search of greener pastures.
sure,
It cannot be a future spent risking our lives across the deserts of Libya or the treacherous lands of South America, or packed like human sardines in floating dead traps seeking unavailable pathways to Europe and America.
sure,
None of you, and no Ghanaian deserves that future. The future is home, and the future is in your hands to create.
sure,
Today's graduating students have just completed an education program fully accredited by the Cambridge Assessment International Education. It is the same standard as students in the United Kingdom, India, Europe, that they obtain. But you know, some of those graduating as you are today in the UK, India, China, and the United States will go on to create new technology products. Some will be designing products that will shape the world, invent drugs to treat today's incurable diseases, and even create products to take man onto planets beyond Earth.
sure,
They will all be building on the same foundation laid for you here, applying the same tools you have been exposed to. How do they do that in India, and China, and Japan, and Vietnam? How come you, some with outstanding minds, are stuck in the road, struggling for opportunities to go and sweep the streets of those countries?
sure,
The answer lies in the mind. There's no future anywhere better than where you are. The future is home and in your minds to create. It is in your minds to create and innovate, and in your hands to mold and shape the world you want.
sure,
In spite of current difficulties, there's no doubt about the tremendous opportunities existing in Ghana for individual success and to build a strong and vibrant economy for the nation. The generation to which I belong knew no computers in our formative years. Today, each one of you holds in your hand a cell phone or a tablet capable of creating any product, designing anything, access any material needed to build anything that can take the world by storm.
sure,
So when Dr. Naya and her team talk about championing nation's future, it has to be a future far removed from the lackluster existence of today and elevated to a plane driven by creativity and innovation, courage and enterprise. There will be no room there for easy pickings and the lure of criminality, but there should be a lot of rewards for those with the courage to create and the perseverance to pursue bold dreams.
sure,
That is the future you want to champion. The future in which Ghanaian youth are changing the face of agriculture, bringing the miracles of science and technology to produce the food we need to feed the nation and to provide raw materials for industry.
sure,
A future in which Ghanaian youth take the center stage in the race to utilize our natural resources to create wealth for themselves and the nation. A future in which Ghanaian youth are firmly in the driving seat of the big technological community that is shaping the world.
sure,
That is not utopia. That is a future within our grasp. If the young graduates of today are prepared to grasp the nettle, is there anyone among the brilliant young graduates today who would let go of this challenge and rather continue to risk becoming mere statistics among the perishing of the shores of Sardinia, the deserts of Libya, or the treacherous mountains of South America in search of pastures that are no longer green? I say to you from all my heart, there's no other option worthy of the blood of every Ghanaian. So step forward, my beautiful children, with courage and unyielding resolve to champion a new future of regeneration and renewal for our beloved country.
Sure.
Ghana awaits your brilliance. I salute your courage to succeed in your further education. Now, go forward, not just to succeed, but to matter. I thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a very quick and brief ceremony going on here. Please bring your there's a presentation, I believe, from Asanteman. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? That is so beautiful. So beautiful.
Director IPS, it gives me great honor to present to you this stool from His Royal Majesty Otumfuo II and Royal Highness Lady Julia Osei-Tutu. This is a memento that will symbolize the great Ashanti nation, and within the crest, which we call the Dignitary, which you will see all over in the Ashanti Kingdom and also at the Menchia Palace. It is to basically say that we are living here a symbol, a spirit, a soul, that we are part of this school. And that anytime that we see this edifice, you will remember that the king has been here, the golden stool has been here, and will always be here in everything that you do.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh, can we do the applause better, please? We did not expect this. Now, wildest imaginations. Thank you very much for this. I'm sure. One question. And one question.
The audience can see them.
Thank you so very, very much. This is indeed a true definition of the phrase, a pleasant surprise. And I won't consider that with you. I thought the speech given by Opemswo testified or gave reasons why affectionately is called King Solomon. Thank you, Opemswo. That was deep. I want to applause for the king. Thank you very much. Now we are on to the most important aspect of why we are here, the graduation ceremony itself. And without any further ado, may I invite our principal, whose hard work has been recognized by our principal, And for those of us who are uninitiated, the title of Otumfuo simply means the mighty one. And if you are kind, you will know that when they say Otumfuo, it is the one with power. And I'm also. May I invite our principal, Dr. Simania, to take us through the graduation rites. Please, a round of applause for her.
Wow, sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we go on to mention the list of students. First, I want to invite our director, Mr. Mukesta, to join the principal off stage. Say thank you. And students, please get ready. First on the list, Mona Lisa Kurama Kodria Sapon. Clapping. Keep clapping. Nana Kwame Chichi Osetutu, please wait over there. This is the part I will beg you to keep applauding. Please, we need the razzmatazz. We need the noise. We need a euphoria, ladies and gentlemen. That's Mona Lisa. Congratulations, Mona. Next, Nana Kwame Chichi Osetutu. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Carbon copy of the mother. Photocopy of the mother. Lord. Congratulations, Nana. That's a good one. Yeji Kim, please follow. Well done, Yeji. Shriram Lokesh Chandankede. Next, after Shriram, we have Joao Edward Amorim. Ramdas. Congratulations, Joao. Congratulations, Arius. DPSI thanks you for all the hard work work, for all the performances, our master drummer, our master percussionist. We thank you. We will miss you. Congratulations on your graduation. After our use, let's have Abena Safua, a free year. Is Abena here? While Abena Safua, a free year comes, let's get Brandon, Jason, Oladimeji, Antibio to get ready. Congratulations, Abena Safua, free year. Brandon should be followed by Delasi Yajable.
Hey, let's go.
Congratulations, Abena. Well done. We thank you for your service to DPSI, especially to the Ruby House, which did not win any awards this year. Brandon is on stage now. Well done, Brandon. Shall we have Kofi Bafo Asanteman? Come on here. So that's Selassie. Please, a round of applause for Selassie. Sorry, Selassie, sorry. Next, Kofi Bafo Asanteman. Very quiet and unassuming, but we surely get the work done. Well done, Bafo. Congratulations. May God crown all your efforts with success, everybody. Bafo is an epitome of the fact that quietness does not mean incapability. He's very capable, he's very quiet and unassuming, but surely we'll get the work done. Congratulations, Bafo. Next, we have Fifi Ishirajona. Fifi, DPSI is grateful for all the hard work and service. We like the time of your new hair. Of course, you just graduated. We have actually released you to the world. But we guided Fifi. Congratulations, Fifi. Well done. Well deserved. Followed by Emmanuel, are you here? Show up. Alright, please, congratulations. I don't know what Emmanuel as he comes up. Students, can we be a little quicker than we have? Please, it's your day, we know. The darkness is falling. Congratulations, Pia Emmanuela MG. Well done. After the peer, we have Sean Edward Merchandani.
The person was
Why the noise around your name? It only means that your friends trust you. Don't let them down, Sean. Sean Merchandani, congratulations. And well done, Equia. Sean is upstage now. He played a very active role in the school's soccer team. He's done very well. He's contributed his quota to Mother DPSI. We can only say thank you, Sean, for your services to DPSI. Carry the flag of DPSI wherever you find yourself in the world. And remember that we are still proud of you. Let's have Abrema Bizala Kujo. resilience. Well done, Abrema. You've made us proud. Thank you. Don't forget the values we have taught you. Always come back to BPSI. We thank you for your services for this great institution. Next, ladies and gentlemen, let's have Kwame Njemfi Boateng. Kwame is another extraordinary student, very quiet but very hardworking. Congratulations, Kwame. Well done. We thank you. I admire your hairstyle. Whatever it is called. We are proud of you. Thank you, Kwame. Now we have Kezia Eradwa Nkoma. Kezia is an epitome of positive defiance. She will ask all the questions, and if you are going to Kezia's class, you better make your notes and revise your notes. Congratulations, Kezia. We enjoyed your stay with us. May the Lord lead you to greater success. Next, Pakwesi Edu. Congratulations, Pakwesi. That name rings a bell because my first boy is called Pakwesi. Thank you very much. We understand, Pakwesi. The congratulations is more important. Well done. You've achieved it. Many are those who thought we couldn't do it, but here we are. Congratulations, Pakwesi, in the class of 2025. Next, my own girl, Randa Abdurrahman. Randa. Well done, Randa. I personally admire you because you had tenacity, you were great, you held on to your religion, and you were never let down. You never allowed anyone to look down upon you. Well done, Randa. This is a well-deserved award. Congratulations. Keep the values of DPS wherever you go. Next, we have Selassie Nadromo Ajisamka. Beautiful name, beautiful soul. Selassie Nadromo Ajisamka. Beautiful name. Congratulations, girl. This is well-deserved. May the Lord lead you to greater heights and successes. Well done. Well done. The last on the list before I allow the principal and the director to take their seat will be Jimbon Subruzuma. I privately call it the face of DPSI and a student leader of the only house in the school, Safari House. Well done, Jimbon. Represented us very well. You served us very well, and we thank you. Keep the values. The values are important. They will take you places. So may I say thank you to the director and the principal for this? Thank you. May I bring your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen, to invite Mrs. Tanya Takwani and Her Royal Highness Lady Julius to help us with the next set of awards. A round of applause for them. Two extraordinary women who have blazed the trail in their respective fields of endeavor. You are not clapping. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. surely get the work done. I am proud of Emmanuel because I personally played a role in his coming to DPSI, and I'm very happy and proud that we have seen this day. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Well done. Next on my list, I have Adele Sarah Ajampu. Well done, Adele. Adele here. Right there. Congratulations, Emmanuel. And welcome on stage, Adele. Congratulations. You have worked hard. It was difficult. You never gave up. Today, receive your crown of glory. Congratulations, Adele. Next, after Adele, we have Nana Adwa Oye Ewa. The definition of a lady, an embodiment of respect and tenacity. Well done, Nana Adwa. You look adorable. Aww. Congratulations, Adele. Well done. In comes Nana Adwa Oyewa. Thank you, Karen. Congratulations, Karen. I remember our days in class 10 English. We'll talk about that later. Well done. Next, we have Ridiraj Singh Bhatti. If your friends do this for you, it puts a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. But well done, boy. You have done very well to have come this far. After Ridiraj, let's have George Ernest Gambra. This, I believe, was Nana Kwambe's campaign manager during the elections. I remember speaking words, and I didn't know they could speak this in that good English. George, well done. Congratulations. I've never seen friends so close. Great. Well done, George. George should be followed by Christabel York. Well done, Christabel. Thank you very much. I like your dress. Aww. Well done, Christabel, for the hard work. I'm privileged to receiving your certificate from two amazing women up there. Thank you very much, Christabel. Next, my own Bhumika Hirani. Well done, Bhumika. Congratulations. Very quiet and yet very hardworking. If you want to understand whether Bhumika is following the subject or not or a lesson, just look at the facial expression. You will get everything. Well done, Bhumika. Bhumika is to be followed by Amar Abena Mami Atei. Well done, Abena. Well done, Abena. Congratulations. Another very quiet but very resilient and tough girl. Managed a lot of A stars at the end of the NGCSEs. only fair that he is here. Congratulations, girl. I'm proud of you. Next, I have a free year party. Listen to the name, a free year. Just a year. Congratulations, Ekuya. Very well done. And I say a special thank you to all parents here. Well done, Ekuya free year party. Next, I say this every time I have an opportunity to MC a program. One of the best names I've ever enjoyed from India is Anukriti Srivastava. Beautiful name. Well done, Anukriti. Definition of beauty, poise, resilience, and respect. Thank you, girl. Well done. And ladies and gentlemen, we are showing to you the respective schools that they are actually going to. These are schools that have confirmed their ambitions. They are not applying. A round of applause for them. This is hard work. Thank you very much. Next we have Kim Wilpacha. America. By the way, there are several schools which have written to Kim. Now you spoil your choice. Well done, Kim. Now this is a big one. John Obalalorun Obasaki. Arguably the best basketball in the PSI has seen in 2025. Led the team to several awards. Well done, John. The moment the Lambami stepped into this school, John started asking himself why he was the tallest. Well done, John. Congratulations. We have Hillary Sichope Obimbe. Well done, Hillary. Congratulations on the work done so far. May the Lord grant you success as you move on. Next, after Hillary, we have Prakshika Tyagi. Congratulations, Prakshika. And Prakshika is en route to India to study forensic science. Go to India, go and study and come back to Ghana and help us. Thank you, Prakshika. We need a lot of your kind. Next we have Regina Ma Ajwa Obingando. Well done, Regina, or is it Regina? Congratulations. Well done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Takaswini Panda. Well done. You worked very hard. You showed that greatness can be achieved through hard work. Well done, Takaswini. Let's have Tarek Meher Kalpesh. Very well done, Meher. Worked very hard, and we are today celebrating you on your achievement thus far. We are grateful to the services you have rendered to DPSI, and may the Lord grant you success. Next we have Shayla Angelina now. Shayla. Beautiful dress. Is it a dress you want up the Johnson? Well done. Shayla. One of DPSI's best swimmers of all time. At the point, she swam like a fish. Well done, Shayla. Congratulations. Finally, we have, as in the last set of name, Ojofole Owusunote. Okay, sorry. So let me say thank you very much. Tanya Mom for this. Thank you very much. These are all applause for them. We continue to thank Obimso for granting us this privilege of being with us. Thank you very much. When we make noise, people don't understand. If you have the Asanteman sit with you in your graduation for close to 2 hours, you are blessed. Now I kindly invite the Togolese ambassador to Ghana to come up stage, His Excellency Colonel Awoki Panasa. He stepped out. So may I kindly request the principal, Dr. Nair, and may we know whether Honorable Joseph Akwetete is here, everybody, and you go, Katamanso. Sorry for that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite Mr. Bhavesh Kumar to come on stage and help us. And this gentleman will be assisted by Dr. Mary Jacobs, Head of Academics, to come up stage. Dr. Jacobs. Dr. Mary Jacobs. There she comes. Please round of applause for her. Very affable and very supportive. I can boldly call her the right-hand woman of the principal. This school is proud. We're proud. We are led by 2 amazing women. A round of applause for the 2 women who have led us. Thank you very much, Dr. Mary Jacobs. First on the list, we have Rina Kumar. A round of applause for Rina. Rina Kumar, thank you. Where do you get your dresses from? Your dresses are beautiful. Thank you. Rina to be followed by Saada to Ibrahima. Mr. Bhavesh Kumar is one of the directors of B5 Plus, a very trusted gentleman working closely with the director of DPSI, Mr. Valedictorian. Saada Ibrahima. Saada's family is one of the many families which have trusted DPSI, giving us generations and generations of students. Well done, Saada. Thank you very much. Let's have Barbara Irama Blanksey. Barbara, my own Barbara. Congratulations. Been a long journey. This is how far the Lord has brought us, Barbara. Congratulations to you, and may the Lord grant you greater success as you vacate the shores of DPSI. Students, the word is vacate, not vacate. Thank you very much. Next. please, a round of applause for Sayankan. Oh, a round of applause for Sayankan, please. Well done, Sayankan. The next name I'm going to mention is a name that resonates well with all teachers and staff of UPSI, because I will tell you the because later. Chiclet Bohiel. Chiclet by Chiclet, a hard-working son of our accountant. Congratulations, Dipta Mom. I believe your son has done you a lot of pride. You can only be happy as a parent seeing your child succeed. And Chiclet is going to the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology Asia to study BSc Computer Science. 100% scholarship. Yes, I think not. Well done, Chiclet. We have Jacob Takesi Jerry. Well done, Jacob. As we affectionately call her, is a woman who doesn't have no in her dictionary. It must be done. Thank you, Mom, for inspiring us. First on the list, we have Amy Eileen Senator Smith. Well done. It's been 2 years of hard work. A-level. It's called advanced level. It's not easy. Well done, Amy. Congratulations. This next name epitomizes what is happening here. The name I'm about to mention is Excellence in Kunimboni. Listen to the name, 2 names. Excellence in Kunimboni. Well done, Excellence. Well done, Inkunim. When Inkunim Wampa. Well done. Excellence is heading to the University of Ghana School of Medicine. Well done. Well done. Next, let's have Hanifa Adobia. I am very excited today because I played a huge role in her coming here, speaking to her parents and assuring the parents that she will do well here. And well, she has done. Well done, Hanifa. May the Lord lead you to greater glories. Please say amen. Thank you. Next, let's have Kweku Odro Dawson. A proud Wednesday born will always keep quiet as if he hasn't heard the instruction, but will do the work. Well done, Kweku, for your tenacity, for your adroitness. Next, we have Mariah Okaikwashi Shaft. Another student, I played a role in her coming here. Well done for making me proud. Thank you very much for not making me regret. And well done, Mariah. Thank you very much. After Mariah, let's have Muhammad Hanif Fauzi. Well done, Muhammad. You have indeed lived a very wealthy life. You have lived a wealthy life. One of the greatest soccer talent DPSI has ever known. And if you care to know, DPSI won the soccer, the gold medal in soccer in the international schools competition. And he played a huge role. Well done, Muhammad. And I just want to advise you that you continue to live by the name that you bear. Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto his name. May the Lord be with you. Amen. Congratulations. After Muhammad, let's have Nana Kweku Ampedu a champion. Nana Kweku, well done for your hard work. May the Lord continue to guide you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to the closing members of the program. Let me invite Gilead Ohene Ejabe. We say congratulations to you. Next, let's have Pratham Soni. Congratulations, Pratham. Congratulations, Gilead. Congratulations, everybody. Next, we have Christabel Afiba Play. Congratulations, Christabel, on this achievement. Well done. Well done. Final name on the list of A-level graduates is Angela Mame Apostle Tiniwa Emi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm told Angela is not here, so let's give a resounding round of applause. Please wait. Please wait, students, please wait. Let's clap for Tayo and Director Sir, because they've agreed to stay on to the next set of awards. Thank you very much, Mom and Sir. Before I announce these names, DPSI has a very thriving curriculum called the International Baccalaureate. And for those of us who are uninitiated about this program, it's a program which is at the same level with A-level. And so it's a pre-tertiary course. The advantage is that IB has over A-level, they are numerous. I dare say. DPSI is grateful for the director's decision to award scholarships to students who will opt to study the IB program in the school for the 2025-2026 academic year. Read about it, parents, and let your next child enroll in the IB program. I'm a teacher and I've been in the classroom for 33 years, and I can tell you for a fact that you will not be making a mistake if you chose IB for your child. But guess what? Whether IB or A-level, DPS, we are here. Congratulations, DPSI. Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Don Mawena Wataru Kopina Senior, who decided to study the IB program in spite of its rigorous nature, and he has indeed succeeded. Well done. Any parent who wants to know more about the IB, Mr. Dumashi Nathaniel will be very kind enough to take you through that. Very astute teacher of biology in the IB program. Next, ladies and gentlemen, IB, John Kojo Etona Kwamba. John, I remember John's mother having that discussion with me about whether to choose IB or A-level. I said, Mom, you know your son. Choose where you take your son on Friday. You chose the A-level. Well done, IB. Well done, John. You've come very far. Congratulations. The last name on the list of IB students for the 2024-2025 academic year is Lani Keisha Enyonam Sampa. Well Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much. So thank you very much, Mr. Michael Takwani and Mrs. Tanya Takwani. Please, a round of applause for them. They've done so well. This is the only school whose directors continue to pay us even in the height of COVID. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Teachers, you didn't clap. Well, thank you for staying with us for just a few minutes. Next item on the program is a graduation song, and I'm told it's a special one. So may I ask all the graduating students to stand up and sing that song for us. Please clap for them as they rise, deliver this song unto us. It's been 2.5 hours of celebration, of success, of laughter, of joy, of pride. One cannot ask for anything better than this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the graduation song. 3 minutes.